Every January, millions of people declare, "This is the year I finally change." They vow to lose weight, save money, meditate daily, or quit bad habits. Gym memberships spike. Journals fill with goals. Social media floods with declarations of transformation. And yet, by February, most resolutions have quietly unraveled. According to research, nearly 80% of New Year's resolutions fail within the first 6 weeks. Some studies suggest only 9% of people actually achieve their goals. The second Friday in January is even dubbed Quitter's Day because so many abandon their resolutions by then. But why? Why do so many well-intentioned goals collapse so quickly? Welcome back to the Healthy Lifestyles channel. I'm Dr. Lester. The answer lies not in laziness or lack of willpower, but in how we approach change. Let's explore the top reasons most New Year's resolutions fail and how to build habits that actually stick. 1. Resolutions are too vague. I want to get healthier. I'll be more productive. I'll save money. These are admirable intentions, but they're not actionable. Vague goals lack clarity, direction, and measurable benchmarks. Without specificity, the brain doesn't know what to do next. Try this instead. Replace vague goals with SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. For example, walk 30 minutes every morning before work for the next 30 days. 2. Goals are too big, too fast. Many resolutions are sweeping life overhauls. Lose 50 pounds, quit sugar, meditate daily, launch a business. These goals are exciting, but overwhelming. The brain resists drastic change, especially when it disrupts comfort and routine. Try this instead. Break big goals into micro-habits. Focus on consistency over intensity. Build momentum with small wins. 3. The New Year, New Me myth. January feels like a magical reset button, but change doesn't happen because the calendar flips. It happens because we build systems. The New Year, New Me mindset often leads to unrealistic expectations and all-or-nothing thinking. When people slip up, they abandon the goal entirely. One missed workout becomes a failed resolution. Try this instead. Ditch perfectionism. Expect setbacks and plan for them. Focus on progress, not perfection. 4. Goals are rooted in shame. Many resolutions stem from self-criticism. I hate my body. I'm lazy. I'm not good enough. While discomfort can spark change, shame rarely sustains it. Shame-based goals trigger avoidance, anxiety, and self-sabotage. Try this instead. Anchor goals in self-compassion and purpose. Ask, what would feel nourishing, energizing, or empowering? Build habits that honor your values, not punish your flaws. 5. Lack of emotional preparation. Resolutions often focus on behavior, but ignore the emotional work required to sustain change. If you don't address the underlying beliefs, fears, or trauma driving your habits, change will feel unsafe. Try this instead. Reflect on your emotional relationship with the goal. Journal about what the goal means to you and what fears it triggers. Consider therapy, coaching, or support groups to deepen self-awareness. 6. No accountability or support. Change is hard alone. Without community, feedback, or encouragement, motivation fades. Isolation fuels self-doubt and makes setbacks feel like failure. Try this instead. Share your goal with a trusted friend, coach, or group. Use habit tracking apps or accountability partners. Celebrate progress together. 7. No system for habit formation. Resolutions are often treated as one-time decisions, but lasting change requires systems, routines, cues, rewards, and repetition. Without a habit-building framework, motivation fades and old patterns return. Try this instead. Use habit stacking. Pair new habits with existing ones. Create visual cues, for example, a water bottle on your desk, workout clothes by the door. Reward yourself for consistency. 8. Identity conflict. If your resolution conflicts with your current identity, your brain will resist it. For example, if you've always seen yourself as the unmotivated one, trying to become disciplined will feel like a threat to your self-concept. Try this instead. Shift your identity first. Say, I'm becoming someone who prioritizes health, instead of I'm trying to lose weight. Identity-based habits are more sustainable because they align with how you see yourself. 9. No emotional reward. Many resolutions focus on outcomes, weight loss, income, productivity, but ignore emotional payoff. If the process feels like punishment, you won't stick with it. Try this instead. Make the journey enjoyable. Choose habits that feel good now, not just later. Celebrate small wins and emotional breakthroughs. My final thought: resolutions don't fail. Systems do. New Year's resolutions aren't the problem. The problem is how we approach them. When goals are vague, shame-based, or disconnected from real life, they collapse under pressure. But when goals are specific, emotionally grounded, and supported by systems, they become sustainable. So this year, skip the hype. Build habits that honor your values, fit your lifestyle, and grow with you. Because real change doesn't start on January 1st. It starts when you stop trying to be someone else and start building the life that fits who you truly are. If you enjoy this type of content, please like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Let me know if there is a topic that you would like me to address. And check out my award-winning book, Stronger by the Day, Master the Habits of Health, Fitness, and Vitality, along with Slimmer and Stronger by the Day, The Habit Blueprint for Lasting Weight Loss, and Living Longer and Stronger by the Day, The Everyday Habits for Lifelong Health and Vitality, all available on Amazon. Until next time, nourish, move, relax, and revitalize. See you in the next video.